Hello and welcome to Graphic Online News in Brief. In the headlines, we bring you interesting revelations at second-day public sitting of committee probing Ejura killings. 2 Chinese nationals and Ghanaian accomplices arrested for illegal mining in forest. A 14-year-old schoolboy has had his feet severed in an unfortunate accident. And on the international front, Haitian President killed in his home. News in Brief is brought to you by...
Download your Graphic News Plus now and choose your preferred package daily, weekly, monthly, and annually, and access free news on various interest areas as well. Graphic News Plus, connecting people through news.
And now the news in brief. The commanding officer of the 4th Infantry Battalion responsible for military operations in the Ashanti region, Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Waripepra, says soldiers deployed to help quell agitations in Ejura in Ashanti on June 29, which led to the death of 2 people, fired to maim and not to kill protesters. He describes the loss of lives as unfortunate.
Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Waripepra further explained that he was informed by the commander on the ground that he only fired when they were fired at. He was given evidence on Wednesday, July 7, before the 3-member committee of inquiry into the Ejura shooting incident. Other witnesses who appeared before the committee include General Officer Commandant of Central Command, Brigadier General Joseph Afo, DCOP David Ajiman, DSP Philip Hammond, who is the Ejura District Police Commander, and CTFM journalist Edward Marfo.
So you see, the aim was not to kill.
But you did?
No, sir, the aim was not to kill. It was just unfortunate. If the aim was to kill, so we would have gotten not less than 100 people dying.
That's true.
It's just unfortunate.
But Colonel, you knew that for every such operation, there will be people who are casualties. We're talking about people who are maimed. The crowd, the rioters themselves could have maimed themselves.
Yes, sir. Yes. As a matter of fact, I even suspect the weapon that fired from the protesters might have hit one of them.
That's subject to investigation.
Yes.
And
yes, because you see, the soldiers started firing into the air. If you are not a professional and there's another rifle firing, you wouldn't know.
So when it happened that way, I called my battalion commander, who is here with me, to immediately use Operation Calm Life. And because Mamponting and the Tafo is on the Mampon Road and closer to Ejura, I said he should use, it was better he uses those people very close by to go to Ejura to help the police.
In the past, we've had issues in Ejura, and anytime it happened, the crux has been attempted attacks on the police. And in the last year, I can recall not less than 3 occasions. We dispatched a team stationed in the region from the FPU headquarters and another team from our SWAT unit to also go and assist with our strength in Ejura.
On the 29th in the morning, you went there with the cameraman in anticipation that something could happen. Is that so?
No, in fact, with the 28th, when I spoke with him, I also spoke with the wife of the one who had been injured at the time. So I got that information, and later I called the wife, and the wife told me that the person in question is no more and has actually died. And so when Kumasi, we heard of the agitations in the evening on the 28th.
Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Waripepra, however, appealed to the media to seek clarifications from relevant authorities, particularly on the Ejura incident, to avoid misreporting.
In times like this, they need to clarify from the military, because before you can remedy some of these harm, it would have gone haywire. As at now, no media personnel has spoken to me as the battalion commander, and they are out there saying all sort of things. The facts that we have is different from what they have or what they see. So it is better if they consult for us to kind of, before they come out with the information, because at times it's very sensational.
2 Chinese nationals and their Ghanaian accomplices have been arrested for mining illegally in forest reserves at Asankragua in the Western region. They were arrested on Tuesday while busily mining in defiance of a directive by President Akufo-Addo banning mining in forest reserves and around water bodies. In an unfortunate incident at Asankra Brema in the Amenfi West municipality of the Western region, a 14-year-old schoolboy has had his feet severed by saw blades. The 14-year-old and his younger brother were said to be playing at a sawmill when the latter accidentally switched on the machine.
The victim and his brother were said to have gone out to play at the sawmill after closing from school on Tuesday, July 6. He was said to be lying under the cutting machine with his legs under the blade when his younger brother accidentally turned it on. He is said to be in stable condition at the Kwanta Government Hospital after his initial admission at the Asankragua Catholic Hospital.
Haitis President Jovenel Moise has been killed in his home in the nation's capital. According to the country's interim Prime Minister Claude Joseph, the president's home in Port-au-Prince was stormed by unidentified armed men at one local time.
First Lady Martin Moise is also said to have been injured in the attack. Prime Minister has taken control and has asked the public to remain calm. Haiti's opposition is reported to have argued that President Moise's 5-year term should have ended on February 7, 2021, 5 years to the day since his predecessor, Michel Martelly, stepped down. This is said to have resulted in widespread protests in the capital and other cities early on in the year as people demanded his resignation.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow with another edition. Stay safe and protect yourself from COVID-19. For more news, visit graphic.com.gh or log on to Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube at GraphicGH. I am Ama Amankwa Befi.
Subscribe now.